Welcome back. So exactly 6 months from yesterday, adults in Illinois will be able to purchase marijuana for recreational use. What does that mean for Missouri residents? Will it be legal to cross the river and buy pot? Will Missouri law enforcement be camped out on the state line checking for weed in your car? You've got questions, we've got answers. I don't, but our next guest does. Jim Lemons is with the law firm Brown & Crouppen. Jim, how are you?
I'm well, Matt. How are you?
This. I'm good. There's a lot of confusion around this. People have heard things here and there, and I think they're connecting dots in their own head that might not necessarily be there. So let's start at ground zero. What does the Illinois law actually do? This goes into effect January 1, right?
2020.
Yes.
It recognizes that there can be recreational use of marijuana in the state of Illinois when it's bought from licensed dispensaries.
Inside the state of Illinois.
Inside the state of Illinois.
Have to be 21 or older,
you
right?
You do.
Does it treat Illinois residents differently than it treats Missouri residents, this new law?
Missouri residents or any other non-Illinois residents may go to Illinois and purchase cannabis. They can buy 15 grams of flower, 5 grams of concentrate, or 500 milligrams of a THC-infused product.
Okay.
Kent and Laura know that as brownies.
Is that true, Laura? Okay, yeah, Laura's shaking her head. Yeah, she's all about it. So those numbers are half what the residents of the state of Illinois can possess at any time, right? So if you're an out-of-stater, you can buy, but they cut the possession numbers in half. Now here's where it gets sticky, because Missouri law obviously does not allow for the use of recreational marijuana.
Right.
So am I wrong in thinking if a Missouri resident crossed the state line, made their purchase, and consumed the product over there without ever bringing it back here, would that be legal? Is that a gray area?
So assuming that the Missouri resident is not driving back across the bridge once they consumed it, if they only drove back across the bridge, then merely driving from Missouri to Illinois, of course, it's legal.
Right.
A policeman has to have a reasonable, articulable suspicion, as the law says, to pull you over for a driving offense. And the fact is, further, in Missouri now, the limit of possession for the state as a whole, up to 10 milligrams or up to 10 grams for a first-time offender, is really decriminalized.
Right. It's the amounts have dropped so much.
They have, and in the metropolitan areas, St. Louis, Kansas City, the prosecutors have indicated an unwillingness to prosecute these cases even for larger amounts. And even then, if you were cited, they'd be treated like a traffic ticket with a fine.
Now, all that being said, and I think this is really, really important, driving under the influence is driving under the influence, regardless of what substance or beverage you are under the influence of, correct?
If you're stoned, you can't drive.
Yeah.
It's a violation of the law, and it's a serious violation of the law. It's a criminal violation of the law. It's one that may subject to jail time. It's one that we see these sad stories every day in the news of how people have been seriously hurt or injured as a result of people driving under the influence, whether stoned or drunk. And so it's something to be taken very seriously. Call Uber, get a cab, have a designated driver. Just don't drive while you're high.
Same rules apply as they would with alcohol. It's no less dangerous than driving drunk. Jim,
Absolutely.
thank you very much.
You
know, time will tell whether or not this pushes Missouri a little closer to embracing the idea of recreational use of marijuana when you have a neighboring state that's doing it. If you'd like to get in touch with Brown & Crouppen, you can call them anytime, by the way, at 314-222-2222, or check out their website. That would be getbc.com.